at the end of the
26
You know what?
here.
You guys grew up together.
So, well, Esperanza was a housekeeper when she started with us, and she didn't know any
How
English.
many years?
23.
Oh my God! You all grew up together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy.
We've been through a lot together.
We have been.
You ready to roll?
Yeah.
All right. All right, you babies. So, just so we have it for the record.
Okay.
Just step back.
Yep.
Perfect.
For the record,
Uh-huh.
name, title, and then spell your first and last name.
Karen Harris, Human Resources Director. Do I look at you or hit the camera? At you. Karen Harris, Human Resources Director. KarenHarris.
You have been here 31 years. That doesn't happen a whole lot anymore.
Yep.
What has kept you here? What is it about this community?
I love this place. I love the SAMARKAND. I love what we do. I love our residents. To be able to work in a beautiful environment, but to know that you're working every day, and even if I don't work hands-on with the residents, I affect how our employees who work hands-on with the residents do their jobs. It is so rewarding to know that you're making a difference in someone's life. And I talk to other people who work at other types of jobs, and I hear their stories, and I think, what would get you up every day if it wasn't for something that's as important as somebody's life? It's just a fabulous place. I love it.
So yeah, I was kind of like, so you don't wake up in the morning and go, ugh, I gotta go to work.
Well, I'm a human resources director, so probably sometimes I do that. But no, there is something about this place. You work with your friends, and the residents become your friends. And so as you're going through your day, a resident will come up and say, oh, thank you so much for all that you do for us. Or I've had residents stop me and say, we've been praying for you. So you have a bad day every once in a while, everybody does, but at the SAMARKAND, you've always got somebody that if you are having a bad day, you can go and talk to. And that's even staff or residents. Sometimes if it's a bad day, I'll go down to the health center and just watch our caregivers give care to the residents. And that's just amazing. It's amazing what people do here.
You kind of answered the question. The culture is one of caring and giving and friendships.
Absolutely. If you talk to our staff and you ask them why they stay here, and that's like the line staff, CNAs, and almost every single one of them will say with one of their top things that they stay because of the relationship with the residents. And if you ask the residents what makes it so great here, they will tell you it's the staff. So I was just talking to a resident's daughter who just recently passed away, and she was almost in tears because she had to leave us. As we become friends with the families of the residents, and so it's something that it's indescribable, the joy that you can get from making somebody happy and from taking care of somebody so that when their families come to visit, they can come and visit and not be caregivers.
Yeah. So when you walk around, there's water aerobics going on, people painting, there's people shopping over here, and I mean, there's just like all kinds of stuff happening.
Absolutely. There's so much stuff to happen. And I think that that's one of the fun things looking around here, because when I take new employees around, I take them up from my office, and one of the things I like to show them where they'll be working. And you walk out to the pavilion and you see people in the pool, and people will, most of the time applicants will sort of go, oh, I never knew this was here. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's sort of this whole thing, but it's like a resort, and there's always something for the residents to do. So it's fun to think about what my retirement is going to be like, whether I'm going to be able to have the full lifestyle that our residents do. But they do complain sometimes that there's too many choices.
Oh, poor
Yeah,
thing.
I know.
How important is it to have a faith-based community?
There's a lot of different retirement communities out there, and we talk with people sometimes from non-faith-based for-profit, and I think that the viewpoint of how they're looking at their employees and how they're looking at their residents is different. We definitely have to worry about our financials. We definitely have to have a margin. But the faith-based means that we're going to have residents that come in, even if they're not absolutely like-minded, they're okay with the environment. So with faith-based, you have employees that are here because they think it's God's calling. And I'll talk to employees when they're talking about how they take care of the residents, and they talk about how they would want someone to take care of their parents that way, that they hope somebody's taking care of their grandmother that way. So the faith-based aspect of it means that we get employees that are much more attuned to care in a positive and caring manner beyond just going through the motions.
Last but not least, and you've already answered it, but I'll ask it anyway, what inspires you to serve?
Gosh, the residents and the employees. I make a difference. After 31 years here, I have made a difference in so many people's lives. We just had 2 of our staff come back about half an hour ago, and they had started as wait staff, and they had both gone on to be chefs. One of them was saying that his company wants him to go be in Top Chef or Chopped. And I'm thinking, we make a difference in employees' lives. We get them when they're 16 sometimes, and we watch them decide their careers and what they're going to do, and we inspire them to be good employees. It's very inspirational just to be here and watch what you can do with somebody's life.
Thank you.